What's up, everybody? This is Comic Books NYC. Welcome to the Direct Edition Squad, episode 15. Joining me tonight is my good friend Jason JP Budget Collecting. How you doing, brother?
Hey, everybody, what's going on? So I think we're just us tonight.
We'll see. We'll see what's going on.
I'm visiting the Direct Edition Squad, and it's just you. What the
heck? Yeah, so a little bit of a abnormal episode tonight, if you will. Soldier and Fuchsia only. They had a awesome barbecue family thing to go to, which I'm super jealous of because barbecue sounds awesome right now. Barbecue is always awesome. So they're having a good time at that. Bake the Snakes at a SummerSlam wrestling pay-per-view event party tonight with some friends. So he's off doing that. Jeffrey's over on the slab down.
Okay.
Jeffrey's over on the slab down right now, which unfortunately, ran late. It's a great show and everything, but so he's finishing that out, and maybe he'll join us before we wrap up over here. But so everybody's kind of doing their own thing. So I figured, hey, let's invite JP over, and he's got a stream tonight as well over on his channel later tonight in about 45 minutes or so, right? Something like that. Where you're going to be talking a little bit about sort of the way you move forward.
Something like that. Whenever we get done.
Right. You're going to be.
I'll just tell them to wait.
You're going to be talking about sort of the split between CBSI, Comic Tom, Key Collector, and sort of how that impacts your own content strategy moving forward, which should be interesting too. So make sure to check JP's stream out later tonight. But this is Direct Edition Squad, where we talk about weird things, random things, whatever we want to. I'm going to say a quick hello to Rod, the Rican, was the first one here in the chat. Good to see you, man. And Mr. Gretzky's in here, and he's got the comment of the night right here. This beats the slab down, LOL. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here and being a fan of this show. So where do you want to start, bud? I don't know. Usually I've got a whole cast of characters. I've got snack time, and I've got things to talk about. I got...
Well, you guys, I know you guys normally talk about all kinds of stuff. So.
Oh, you're in the chat. There you go. Good.
Yeah, I hopped into the chat.
Hey guys. So
I don't know. Where do you guys usually start? You guys food?
Yeah, we're all over the place. We never really have a straight format. Hamburgers. That's a good one. I had a hamburger today for lunch. So anyway, I'm really grasping at straws here. All right, so I'm going to show a quick haul, and this is not really a haul that I would normally show because I'm not much of a novel or like nonfiction, book type person. But I saw that people were throwing away these books, like some neighbors. They're throwing away these books and also one DVD set, and they would have just gone straight into the trash. And I just decided to rescue these books and this one DVD. So here's the one DVD. It's BBC Planet Earth. It's like a documentary series. I think this is like an old school DVD, like not even a Blu-ray, and not even all the discs are in there. So it's like you only get like 3 of the discs. So I rescue.
Oh,
can't have all the discs. It's free, And then here's some like weird random books. Aliens Ate My Homework. I'm not familiar with this. It looks like it's written by Bruce Coble. Sure. We got the published novel by Chuck Hogan for The Town, which is a movie that I think Matt Damon was in or something like that, or maybe it was Ben Affleck. I don't know. I don't remember. I know that there was a movie based on this novel, and here's the novel. Just a Rican says slab it. And then Mr. Gretzky, that's on Netflix at one point. Yeah, I think it was either on Netflix or Amazon where I was streaming some Planet Earth stuff. And I think even the streaming definition, high definition streaming, is like better quality than DVD. So
yeah.
DVD is pretty outdated at this point. We got the Lurker King himself in the chat. Perry Comics, what's up, man? So I'm just showing a kind of weird haul of books and DVDs that I rescued that were going to be thrown away in the trash by neighbors, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna rescue these. So there we go. So this is Wayside School is Falling Down by Louis Sachar. I have no idea what this is. I think it's probably a children's book. Yeah, it's got little,
Yeah.
pictures. So I don't know if that's even visible, but there you go. Not sure what that's about. Then I've got another book here from Natalie Babbitt. It's called Tuck Everlasting. I've heard of this. I think it's like a young adult story, maybe.
Everlasting.
Tuck Everlasting.
That sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Yeah, I kind of feel it, and it's a property of this public school in Brooklyn, right there. It's got a little date stamp.
Oh, there you go. You stole a library book.
Yeah, so it must have been an
From
old library
school.
book.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I might actually pop that open, see what that's about, because I do recognize it. Let's see here. The next one is The Borrowers by Mary Norton, illustrated by Beth and Joe Crush. Not sure what that's about, but it's got a interesting sort of painted cover here on the book. See that? Looks to be there's a couple illustrations in here, but nothing crazy, nothing that I recognize. And then here's like a kid's book, Press Here, and it's all colors basically, like
Yeah.
big.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like a coloring book almost.
Gretzky asked if they made a movie out of Tuck Everlasting. Maybe that's where I've heard the name before. I don't remember.
Probably. I'm not sure, to be honest, but that's a pretty decent guess. Let's see. Lilman Makes a Name for Himself. This is definitely a kid's book. What else we got here? Encounter by Jane Yolen. I have no idea what that's about. Let's look at this a little bit. Look at this. Look at that. That's some creepy stuff.
Whoa. Okay, that's not what I was thinking you were going to see based on the cover.
Some pretty cool images in here.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm actually
never heard of any of these.
No. Yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed by this one. Look at that. Like every page has like a pretty cool painted image.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that one's going to the top of this pile right here.
Right. Yeah.
And then we got In the Town All Year Round. Definitely has a kid's
another kid's book. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a kid's book. Yeah, lots of cartoon drawings. But that's basically it, man. So that's my random haul for today. I literally, these were being thrown away by neighbors, and I had that, for whatever reason, I kind of got that guilty feeling of like I can't let these just completely go to waste. So I'm gonna just pull them in and make them part of my non-existent.
And now they're taking up space in your house.
I used to have a real book collection of educational textbooks, books about music, like music artists and the music business, books, nonfiction books, fiction books, like all novels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And before I moved to New York, 4.5 some odd years ago from Los Angeles, I donated half of those books to charity and a library, and then I gave away the rest to friends before I left, because I didn't want to move that much volume of regular books across the country.
There's some weight.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight. So let's see here. Mr. Gretzky says Tuck Everlasting has been adapted into 2 feature films released in 1981 and 2002. There you go. All right. Well, Mr. Gretzky's on top of it. Thank you for the intel on that one.
No surprise there that Gretzky knows what's going on.
True. And Perry Comics says, "I'm a young adult." I guess so. But
Maybe,
you're trying to dress up like a normal adult, at least.
he does try to dress up like he likes to pretend he's an adult.
He does.
I don't know.
So, and the other thing I brought to the table is my snack time. It's nothing crazy this time. Like I'm drinking just Starbucks espresso, like double shot right now to keep myself going, energy-wise. And then I got the classic Rice Krispie treat. Nothing, no fancy M&Ms or chocolate or anything like that. Just your standard, boring Rice Krispie treat.
Nothing wrong with a standard Rice Krispie treat, my friend. Yeah. Those were so big a part of my childhood. That was like the one thing that my mom used to make.
Because you can easily make them at home. You know what I mean? Like they taste good packaged and everything. But you see here also there is a comic book tie-in right here. You got a Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, there you go.
Thing here. You could win some sort of trip or something. So got the little Marvel Studios logo on there. So
I'm craving it.
So Rod says, "I regret giving my stuff away." What'd you give away? Just out of curiosity, what'd you give away? Gretzky, I have Reese's Chips Ahoy cookie. Those are classics. Yeah. Those are classics. We've got Crazy in the house saying hi. Hi back. How you doing?
Hey.
Thanks for joining us. What about you? You snacking on anything recently?
Crazy before. Welcome.
What's up?
Snacking on anything other than like if you saw my little thing the other day, is I made my own homemade salsa the other day.
Oh right,
so that turned out pretty good.
You posted that to Instagram. That looked great.
But as far as other snacks, I've been pretty boring lately.
So Carnage.
Yeah, no, they turned out really good. I've almost killed one jar already.
I love salsa. I love like tortilla chips and salsa.
Oh, ow!
It's the best. So Rob says, so he's saying he gave away the first appearance of Carnage?
That's like my favorite snack.
Man. Oh, what? Mac and cheese? Or mac and beef? Crazy.
That's what I'm reading there. That's based on how I'm reading it.
Mac and beef. I mean, I would say that's a snack to 11. Like it's a snack meal. You know what I mean? Like it's like because you can just have that as a meal. And I agree, it's fantastic. If I had that as a snack in between a meal, I'd probably be pretty sleepy after it. It's generic Chef Boyardee, but loves it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't made that kind of stuff in a minute. Like I love like cheap homemade mac and cheese is always pretty good, but I haven't made it in a while. Can't remember the last time I made it. So,
pretty boring. I'm trying to think if I've tried anything like or had anything new or different here lately, and I don't think so. I'm pretty much stick to the same old things.
Yeah. All right. So Mr. Gretzky's here with another comment. I gave away or traded or sold 3,000 comics over the years.
3,000 comics over the years. Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
That is a bunch.
I used to keep track of the books I gave away in AOKs. Like I would be like, like these books were in my collection, but I gave them away in an AOK or a trade or whatever. But then after a while, it just becomes kind of unruly to keep track of every minute detail. Like I no longer log or catalog every single book in my collection. I only log and catalog the bigger books or the slabs, like the bigger raw books or the slabs. So
I still keep track of everything in my collection, but I started to keep track of the stuff that I was like selling and getting or giving away and that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like, why am I keeping track of that? It's gone. Then it's just like,
exactly.
I've like 5 years from now, suddenly for some reason, a random Iron Man book I gave away is worth something. Well, too bad. I don't have it. Why do I need to torture myself? So
Perry likes his mac and cheese with tuna. Can't say I've ever tried that.
I don't think so. No.
No, I don't think so. No. But, all right. To each his own. I like
Like
tuna. I like tuna.
basketball.
I like tuna in I like tuna in like other things like like a grilled cheese sandwich with tuna, like a tuna. I
Oh,
guess
that's
it's a tuna melt. I guess is it
okay. Yeah.
what it's called? Yeah. Tuna helper. Oh yeah, that makes it sound a little bit more regular. Uh, great. You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish.
There you go.
That's classic.
You might be able to tuna fish. So,
Perry says, after you add the cheese, then boom, add the tuna, life changing.
life changing.
All right.
Okay.
I've
will
had
have to
like
try that.
I've had what is it, like tuna casserole where it's like cold pasta with tuna in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like
yeah,
fish like with cream
yeah,
of mushroom soup and noodles and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
I've
was a
had
staple
that.
of my childhood.
And
But,
it wasn't necessarily part of my childhood, but I think I was exposed to it at like whatever, like potluck dinner parties and things like that I would get dragged to. You know what I mean? Things like that, or
yeah.
like outdoor outdoor barbecues at neighbors and things like that, where there would always be like these side dishes, these American side dishes. Um,
Barry. I don't know if you want to bring up his next comment or not.
I have to. I mean, we don't have anything else to talk about. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I used to get stoned as a teenager and make weird shit.
We should send Perry the hot lead. Bring him in here.
Hey, yeah, Perry, if you want to join, you're welcome to join. Let me know. We're not going to go too much longer unless Jeffrey shows up. I don't know what's going on with Slab Down right now because I can't.
I haven't checked the Slab Down.
I can't monitor this show and that show at the same time. Once I started this thing, so he has the invite and he's supposed to join.
Yeah, my internet's not acting up today, so I don't think I have enough.
As soon as they're done, he's supposed to join us. But but if we end up rapping beforehand, then whatever, no worries. And then you can come back.
Yeah.
You can come back on with the rest.
You guys can just come
you can come back on with the rest of the direct edition squad at
Yeah.
this point. We'll count this one as like a test run. So what about
this is just a random.
Yeah, this is just a random like behind the scenes conversation but it's actually live on YouTube.
He's doing laundry. Sure. Well,
Are you still
all the,
still on vacation or
all the scratches on him.
Oh really? Oh, there we go. I would, but I'm doing laundry. So are you still on vacation, dude?
Me? I'm on vacation for like what? 12 more hours? Not even 12 more, like
so you go back to
10 more hours? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's a bummer feeling. I hate that.
Yeah, I go back tomorrow.
That feeling sucks, man.
Like, no, it sucks.
I mean, I love being on vacation. But I love being on vacation is fantastic, but like that feeling on that last day that you get as like it approaches midnight, you're like, oh, you get antsy a little bit. You're like, oh man, I don't like that feeling at all. All right, we got a question here. If you can be a villain, who would you be and why?
Yeah. All right, who would you be and why? I think they had this on Broad something. They had this somewhere today.
I think I would probably be
Perry's stealing this because he got asked this today.
I think I'd probably be shit, I don't know. I was gonna say Mysterio, but I feel like that's just
who would I be?
I feel like that would be pretty difficult way to try and like defeat your enemies, like purely by like illusions and stuff. You know what I mean? Like if the end game is to defeat your enemies and take over the world, like I don't know if that's the easiest road to go down. Just based purely on like illusion.
That doesn't seem to be the easiest road now.
What? I mean, I would say Galactus might be.
Can you hear me?
Way. Yeah, I can.
I'm having.
What do you think?
That would be the easiest way to win.
Yeah. So crazy. I'd be Thor's sister in Ragnarok. So death. or Lady Death, right? Or was she
Yeah,
considered
that would
Lady
be.
Death or Goddess of Death? Because she wasn't considered the
Yeah,
she wasn't considered a pure
God of Death. Yeah,
yeah,
Goddess.
it was Goddess of Death because I don't think she was considered a pure adaptation of Jim Starlin's death in Infinity Gauntlet. That character wasn't that character. But because she broke Thor's hammer like
No,
a boss, yes, she did. Kate Blanchett, who plays that character, is amazing. Also, she's just a badass. So it's a good one. Mr. Gretzky, I got vacation in
I had to
October.
be. I'm thinking I got
I got some vacation in October as
nice.
well.
So yeah, I'll probably have to take some more time off at some point, or I'm going to start losing leave because I don't take enough. So, but villain. Dr. Doom, man, super
Dr.
smart.
Doom, it's a good one.
He's badass. He's got his own country over me. It's just a bonus. That's who I'd be. He's a king. He just sits around and has servants. Dr. Doom.
That's a pretty damn solid choice, honestly. Like I think a lot of the Fantastic Four villains, or Fantastic Four universe villains, have you know they have I guess they're up there on the power scale for villains and influence scale within the within the Marvel comic universe, especially not necessarily the Marvel Cinematic Universe where it's really been all
Definitely.
Thanos. Perry with another barn burner here. If you can have a drink at a bar with any Marvel or DC character, who and what would you talk about? Whew.
Who and what would you? Any Marvel or DC character? That's a tough one. Let me think. Hmm.
I think I would probably have a drink with Hawkeye and talk to him about the when he killed Hulk and or just have a what
I
was
like
going through
you,
your head?
of all people.
Yeah, why in God how in God's name did you think that was going to end up being a good idea? you know.
That's a good one. I don't know if I can top that.
That's what popped into my head right away. I'm sure that there's a much more interesting answer, or and who wouldn't want to have a drink with Thor?
Yeah, Thor would be a good person to have.
He'd be freaking awesome to have a drink with, just for the sake of having a drink with. So
who cares what you talk about?
Exactly. Who cares what you talk about? Just you're having a beer. So
Dude,
that's a good one.
Which one?
No, I'm just saying that would be a good one too.
Yeah.
Thor. Mr. Gretzky, I talked to Our Man and talked to him about the pill he used. Our Man.
No, pill.
You know what that is?
I don't know that. I don't know Our Man very well.
I'm gonna do a quick look up.
So unfortunately, I can't even see the chat anymore because my tablet froze and my internet. So I may not have a live stream tonight. We'll see because I'm having all kinds of.
I guess that's a DC character. I'm less familiar with DC characters.
Yeah, I don't know him very well. I remember him, but I mean, I know that he exists, but I don't know anything about him. So.
Crazy. I'd want to have a drink with Thanos.
Talk about the destruction of the universe. There you go.
That's a pretty good one. Talk about his philosophy. Our Man is Justice Society of America. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So far, I've dodged this question. I haven't come up with a good answer yet.
Crazy. I'd want to talk about anything he wanted to talk about.
Well, yeah, I understand Thanos. So yeah, you just kind of go with the flow. I think at that point.
Yeah.
Who would be a good person to have a drink with?
I think Harley Quinn would be pretty fun too, personally.
That would be. I was gonna say I was leaning that way, maybe.
I know. I know not everybody is into the Harley Quinn thing, but I think she would be pretty funny too.
I think she'd be pretty fun to party and drink with. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, who cares? Well, and who knows what you'd be talking about because she could go off in any of
a billion different tangents. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hang on for the ride. So.
Yeah, 100%. That'll be a lot of fun. All right. Well, you're about 10 minutes away from your own stream here, so.
Well, yeah, if I get my internet to start doing better.
Internet working. I don't know what's going on with Slab Down. It's hard for me to like anticipate whether Jeffrey is going to be available in the next 5 minutes.
I don't think he's going to.
Probably not. I'll show one more comment on the screen from Mr. Garrell. Marvel, I drink with Stark. Good. That's a good call.
That's a good call too.
That's a good call. Although I know that's been an issue with Mr. Stark.
I was gonna say, you might be, you might actually be kind of. I guess he could be your DD. You could drink as much as you want.
Might be enabling Mr. Stark there a little bit.
Yeah.
But that is a good way to wrap things up. So I want to thank Mr. Gretzky, Perry, Crazy, Rod the Rican. Thanks for showing up on this kind of like weird situation for Direct Edition Squad.
Yeah, you guys are kind of in a tough time slot. The Slab Down's kind of.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, honestly, because Sundays used to be the quiet day on YouTube, and we planted our flag at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Direct Edition Squad Sunday nights, like, almost 20 weeks ago, and we haven't been able to do it every Sunday. And like the longer time has gone on, the more other shows have started coming in on Sunday nights.
My mind that's coming up, I started on Sundays because there was nothing.
You've got one. Reggie has one now. Slab Down's on Sunday now. And so we got to now fit in.
Going to be on Sunday too.
Yeah. So it's kind of competitive out here. On the YouTube streets here well, this is not really a comic book channel necessarily. Like, we do touch on comic books, but we mainly talk about other things like movies, food.
Yeah, we didn't talk. Have you watched The Boys?
Games. I did watch The Boys.
I'm only 5 episodes in. I need to finish.
I binged it super quickly in like 3 days. Last weekend, not this weekend. But I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But it was fantastic. So.
All right, I need to finish that. Maybe after I go off tonight, I'll just pound out the last 3 episodes and be done with it. So,
thanks, Perry, for enjoying being here.
Appreciate that, Perry.
Appreciate it. So this was fun, man. Even though it was kind of weird, we hopefully you can come back on and do the real Direct Edition Squad with me, Bake, Jeffrey, Soldier, Fuchsia, and then also you joining us. I think that'll be fun.
It'll be a good time.
And we do want to bring on guests. So anybody else catching this on the replay is interested in joining us on Direct Edition Squad, just let us know. Next Sunday, I'm going to be at Boston Comic Con in Boston. So I don't know what the status of this show is for next Sunday, but at least the 2 weeks from today, we'll probably have a regular show. So
that'd be good.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys had it seems like lately you've had a hard time getting a regular show. It seems like everybody's going in a different direction. So.
Yeah, I mean, also because I've had a lot of moving in and out, moving in, then I had to move out, then I had to live through construction, then I had to move back in, and then I had to get my furniture moved back in, then I had to get everything organized. So that has taken about 6 weeks,
Yeah, you've been an adventure.
Yeah, it's been pretty nuts, honestly. And with Perry Swamp Ass, we shall end it.
There you go.
Hope everybody has a great evening, and I'll catch you over in about 15 minutes over at JP's Budget Collecting in the chat. Hopefully. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good night.